Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Harrigan. Welcome to another edition of the Principal's Report. Delighted to be joined by Ben Kaplan today. Ben is our senior class president and doing a whole host of other things. So we got a bunch of stuff we're going to talk about today. Welcome.
Thank you.
How's senior year so far?
Senior year's been going great. We have our first meeting of the year with the class officers today after school. We're going to talk about stuff like the senior picnic, the senior boat cruise, which we already have on the calendar. We have our company. We're kind of just in a good place right now, which is really good.
Yeah, it's probably the most exciting day of the year is coming up for our seniors, and that's Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Are you personally ready?
Yes. So me and my friend Brendan, we are doing a funny little costume where we're going to choreograph this whole fight scene, nature show sort of thing that we're going to do.
And who wins the fight scene typically?
I mean, it's kind of improv. It depends.
So the animal may win.
Right.
Do you have this all approved by administration?
Well, can you approve it right now?
Yeah, as long as no one gets hurt.
No one's going to get hurt.
All right, so Halloween is, next Thursday?
Yep.
Obviously the 31st. We have a ice cream social for you guys. It's going to be really fun. I like here at Natick that it's the preschool kids and the seniors.
Right.
That's it.
Yep.
They dress up, and faculty sometimes. Administration does some things. I always say to students, if you think your costume is inappropriate, it probably is. Mm-hmm. So I do want everyone to be respectful and to check in with us if their costumes are not. So that's not on you. That'll be on us to figure out. But obviously a really fun day.
Yeah,
so.
I'm really looking forward to it. I see all the seniors every year in their crazy costumes, and it's just exciting that this year my grade's finally going to be able to be the seniors.
Yeah, so how does senior year compare to junior and the others?
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of it hasn't really settled in yet, even though we're a month into school. I always in the choir room, all the choir seniors get their names on a board, and when you put your colleges next to your name when you get accepted, and all the names just went up, and it was kind of just crazy to see that my name was up there, that I'm actually a senior this year. And
so you're all in college stress right now. Right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
When we ask students, typically they say the first 2 months of senior year are the most challenging of their four because of everything you have going on, particularly as you plan for next year.
Right. Yeah, so the big deadline for me is November 1st. Hopefully I'll get everything in by then. Hopefully by the end of this week. I'm almost done. I'm just making final touches. But
so we have an unwritten rule around here that we don't ask students about college unless they're wearing a sweatshirt.
Right. Yeah.
And if you're wearing the sweatshirt, then you're saying, please ask me about it. So.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So we talked a little bit before we got on about Fall Fest. So I want to prompt you to talk about that. It's coming up this Friday, a really fun event. Describe that.
Yeah. So the choir program, every year we have a fall-themed, Halloween-themed choir concert. It's this Friday. I believe it's at 6:30. There's posters around the school if my time isn't 100% correct. Right. We have a choir concert. All the a cappella groups perform. My band Royal Flush is going to play. And the men's choir every year does a haunted house. And I was kind of given the lead on planning that. So I'm really excited to jump into that on Friday.
Really fun event every year. Who comes? The younger kids in the town, right?
Yeah, younger kids, older kids, kind of a mix of the middle schoolers who are interested in choir always come and do the haunted house. It's fun. It's just a nice little town activity that a lot of people
it's many years running. It is a terrific event. So come on out and join us, and you'll see all the choir kids performing, leading it, engaging with the kids. Really fun event. All right, so talk about Matilda. So last year you had the honor, and man, did you rise to the occasion of hosting a student-led performance. Every year we do one, as you know. Matilda was last year. So describe the show, describe what happened and the experience for you and your cast and crew.
Yeah, so last year was kind of a weird year for theater where there were a couple of people who were sort of interested in doing the student run, but we had a long period of time when it just wasn't going to happen because people weren't stepping up and doing it that year. So me and my friend Jordan McLaughlin, we applied together for Matilda the Musical, and we ended up getting it a week before auditions, which was completely chaotic and stuff, but it was the best experience. It was really cool to have a goal and actually work towards it with no real boundaries. You got to do whatever you wanted.
What was the goal? We had talked about this as you were auditioning or applying for the position.
Right. So the goal for us wasn't necessarily to sell the most tickets, to have the best show. We knew that our cast would put on an excellent show. Our goal was to make sure that everyone, our cast, really bonded and really got along, because that's the way that a team really forms, when everyone gets along, when everyone's talking to each other. no one's like in cliques or anything. When everyone's like part of the same team, then that's how like like a goal is going to be achieved. So we put extra time. Like I remember the week before Tech Week, we went to Elm Bank and we played like Mafia. We played hide and seek.
Nice.
Like we put in that extra effort. And our team, both our crew, our cast, our pit, like everyone just got along so well, and we were so thrilled by the way everything came out.
Yeah, so we talk all the time, like relationships matter, culture
Exactly.
matters. We spend a lot of time trying, in any given day, we got about 2,000 people in this building, right? So people have to trust one another, they have to bond as a group. Obviously the goal is growth and learning. You grew as a leader.
Oh yeah.
Because you were challenged, right? You were outside your comfort zone, I'm sure.
Yeah. There was just a lot of stuff that went wrong, which was fun to step into. Yeah. Where like I wouldn't even say it went wrong because it was just like learning experiences for me. Like one day the conductor couldn't make it, so I had to step in, and I just like was like, all right, I guess I'm conducting right now. Right. I learned how to like do lights through Kelsey Roy, our lighting designer, and Mira, our stage manager. Right. Just so much personal growth from that show, and like I hope everyone enjoyed it when they saw it because we had a blast putting it on. Yeah,
it was terrific. A really fun event, and then you could see students loving the experience and obviously growing through it all. So, all right, Drumline. We're in its second year. You and a bunch of your friends started this last year. We have a great shot of you. I think we tweeted it out last year with the Green Monster Fenway Park behind you.
Yes.
So pretty good year one. So here we are, year two. Describe it.
Our origin story, it's not well known by a lot of people, but last year during lunch, a couple band kids, Jackson Beebe, Matthew Cunningham, Anthony Costarelli, we saw all these like marching band drums just lying around, and we were like, how come we don't use this that often? So we grabbed them during lunch, and we just like started playing outside, and everyone's like, what is that noise coming from over there? And that's how drum corps started in its like simplest form. And then the next year, our junior year came around, and we wanted to do something bigger. We wanted to play a halftime show. So we asked Mr. Chisholm, like, hey, would it be possible if we got a halftime show this year? And he was like, no way, you guys are a joke. Like, you guys don't really take it seriously. There's no way. So we went to Mr. Annabali, and we were like, hey, can we play a halftime show? And he was like, yes, that sounds awesome. So then we went back to Mr. Chisholm, and we definitely took things a lot more seriously. We wrote out our own cadences. Jackson Beebe kind of leads it now. He wrote our music. He is fantastic. He's a great leader for that. And we took it seriously. We ended up doing a halftime show at Natick, and then we were invited to do the halftime show at Fenway Park. And that was kind of where we peaked. It was like this 1 month progression from like a joke playing at lunch to like representing Natick High School at Fenway Park. And it was a lot of fun. And this year we're in our second year, taking things even more seriously than we did last year. Tomorrow we have the halftime show at the Unified basketball game.
Fantastic.
We're playing the Thanksgiving Day game again. And we might be playing at Pep Rally. I'm not 100% sure.
We just had our first planning meeting yesterday for Pep Rally, so we're figuring out all of those dynamics. But you did a terrific job last year at Pep Rally,
Thank you.
It's a pretty good audition for this year. So.
Right.
Good. All right, so senior class president, there's a lot of responsibilities that go with that. I was actually senior class president way back in the day. I didn't realize that it's kind of a lifetime job. In other words, I have a bunch of friends asking me, like, when are you planning our 25th reunion?
I've already been getting questions about that.
So just be ready for that.
Okay, years from now? Totally.
My answer was, I'm really busy. Can you plan it? So you can always delegate, which is what I would encourage you to do.
Awesome.
All right, so part of your duties are to plan senior week, to provide leadership for the class. Quick question, for what are you grateful? I'm asking kids that question. We asked it last night at the dinner table. Let's pause for a second and talk about gratefulness.
Yeah, I'd say what I'm grateful for probably the most, like looking back on like my 4 years at Natick High School, is just all the opportunities available here. Whenever I think of Natick High School, like when I'm on my college tours, like I always like see the opportunities available, and we're like, oh, we have this at Natick High. We have this at Natick High.
Right.
Yeah, like the whole college process has been like picking a school for like the first time in my life instead of just like going to one. And looking back, like Natick High School has like all the opportunities I ever would have wanted at a high school. So I'm really grateful for that.
So I like the question because you see it as a leader, right? We're quick to complain at times because everyone and every institution can get better. But to pause for a moment and say, I'm really grateful for some of the things that I do have, I think is important. So important to all of our leadership. All right, so we're going to end the show today with a video that you put together last year. So set the scene so the audience knows what they're looking at.
Yeah, so this is one of the projects that I decided to do last year as junior president. prom was coming up and we needed to sell tickets. We needed to get people excited about prom. And I just had some free time. So what I decided to do was carry around my friend Brendan O'Loughlin. I gave him a camera and had him follow me around all day. I had a microphone, and we would just ask people, do you have a date to prom yet? And if not, do you have like a hidden talent that you think people might be interested in if they want to take you to prom? And that was just a big hit. I ended up making like 4 more after that because people liked it so much. And that just really helped like bring our class together. Like sort of like I see people like come up to me all the time being like, oh, when are you going to make another video? Like that was so funny when this person said that, when that person said that.
All right, so it's a quick 1-minute video, so stick with us. I want to thank you for coming on. Have a fantastic end to your senior year. We're only a month in. Have a terrific year. I will say our seniors every year set the tone around here, and I think your class is doing incredibly well, setting a really positive tone through all sorts of things, right? We talk about our mentorship program as one example of the older students welcoming the younger students. So thank you to you and your classmates. Set a good example on Halloween. I say it all the time. And if there's any question on the respectfulness of a costume, it's probably not respectful and you should choose something else. So we'll end with that. Let's turn to the video. But Ben, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that's it. That's another edition of the Principal's Report. Enjoy. Thanks.
Asking me, do I have a date to prom?
Hello, what's your name?
Matt. Kaiton Evans.
Paige.
Matty George.
Rain.
Garrett.
Jason Chase.
Aiden Holly.
Do you have a date to prom yet?
Nope.
I do not. No.
Nope.
No, man. No, not yet.
Do you have any secret talents?
I can name every single president in under a minute. '44 Barack Obama, number 45 Donald Trump.
I can do the presidents in order sometimes.
And I'm really good at limboing.
Oh my God, wait.
Yeah, I can do some fun flips.
I can wiggle my ears.
I can beatbox.
I can do the shimmy.
I can be really quiet.